Bernicia Melville. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Welcome. And this book, Welcome, A New Black America, this is amazing. How did you come up with this topic?
Well, I am a kind of connoisseur of the human condition, and I grew up in Atlanta and have many friends and family who love to communicate and express, different ideas and different issues that they're having in their life. I've been writing for many years, writing blogs, and it actually started out on MySpace. And it started out by me just wanting to voice my opinion about what's going on in Black America. A lot of us are frustrated about how we get along with each other, and we have a lot of complaints about, we fight a lot, we don't like doing business with each other, we have relationship issues, and I decided that over the years I would just collect some of my blogs, collect a lot of the feedback, and really just voice what I felt are many of the issues that we need to tackle as a people.
That's amazing. Your book, I looked through it, it has a lot of good information that really anybody can use.
Right.
Is this one of those kind of books, say like you have Napoleon Hill, which has his book, and then there was another spin-off by a black author that said the black version of Think and Grow Rich.
Right.
Is that style of book that's kind of geared toward blacks in general?
That's pretty much what it is. It is a book. People outside of just black folks have read the book, and they said that, this applies to everybody. My goal was to have something that is in a language that we understand. As you go through
they don't
the book,
understand English?
We understand English just fine, but as we all know, we have our own culture and our own way of communicating. So a lot of the examples in the book are specific to African Americans.
So they'll kind of receive it.
So they'll receive it,
from
right? Because we have a tendency to say, that's not for us. I wanted something that was specifically geared towards us and gives examples in our everyday life so that we can relate and really make a difference. Because a lot of things, they may be more general and say, hey, you need to get along with your families. But I give specific examples of, growing up, you got people that, that switch. Or, that when you go out to do business with another black person, you're thinking in the back of your mind, okay, what's going to happen this time? So I give specific examples that are geared towards us, but yes, anybody could appreciate the book.
Fantastic. And the book touches on so many different areas, from relationships to corporate America to just everything, which makes the book just even more interesting as a read. Who's your target audience for your book?
My target audience is it's pretty broad, actually, because it could appeal to someone in high school who is just starting to shape how they see the world and what kind of person they want to be. They can go through this book and see a lot of what's going on, when you become an adult and some of the struggles that you'll have, and try to avoid some of those pitfalls. So I talk about some topics such as children having children. It could also be for the middle-aged adult who may have experienced some things but still, wants to go in a different direction with their life. They may have been divorced or be struggling with relationships or how to succeed professionally. And also, I speak on, to the older crowd. I talk about some things in the financial area. For example, making decisions financially that could help you with your long-term situation. Not just, throwing caution to the wind, and when you're 60, 70 years old, going out and purchasing that dream house or dream car and not having that nest egg that you need. So it's a pretty, casting a pretty wide net.
So you talk about finances as well to help people become more financially savvy.
Absolutely.
In their finances.
Absolutely. That's a major area that, I start off that section saying that many of us have ruined our credit before we even get a chance to make a decision about what we want to do in life.
Is it Pookie that put the phone bill in the kid's name?
Absolutely.
By the time they're 16 or 18, they're in debt for cars and houses.
Yeah, they got a bankruptcy at 12 years old. Absolutely. Or before we go off to college, we may make a poor decision on where or how we want to try to go pursue our education, and we ruin our credit, and so we are behind before we can even establish some of the things that are important in life. We want to try to get married, want to try to raise children, but we have this burden on our back before we can actually get things going.
Well, your book kind of points out those things and gives a solution.
Absolutely.
And it says 65 remedies for the social ills that have plagued communities for countless years.
Yes.
That's amazing. And you're pointing out, is it mainly just, and like I said, when I read the book, anyone in general can read it. but you really focus on the black issues.
Right.
Have you ever been called a racist?
I have not been called a racist.
Okay.
I try to completely avoid pointing fingers at other people. So this book is not about what the white man or anybody else has done to us. This is a empowering book.
Empowerment.
And I was so bold with the topic because I want everybody to feel like we can be empowered to make a difference. So, you know, at first glance, someone may think, oh, well, this is all about just black America and how everybody's doing us wrong. No, all the way through the book, I say, you know what? Stop pointing fingers, because look how we treat each other. Look how we behave. There's a lot of things that we can do differently. And also in the title, the black is in quotes. And the reason the black is in quotes is because eventually I hope that we can just be a part of America and it not just be a focus on us being so different from everyone else.
Yes, and black is black on your book.
Yes,
Right.
it is black. And
It's in bold.
Quotes. It's in bold, right. It's got a lot going on.
And what's your background?
My background is actually marketing and internet marketing.
So that's a good market. It got my attention.
Oh, good. I hope it gets more people's attention. Yes, my background is in internet marketing, graphic design, web design. So I actually am a computer geek. It surprises most folks, but I spend my time, you know, typing away on a laptop. And so that's what kind of started the blogging and the communicating online. And that's another area that is very exciting to me to share with us as African Americans, because I talk about the digital divide in my book and how we're not familiar with, you know, all the things that we can do online. That's the future. So I communicate with folks online with my website and via email and encourage folks to blog. I teach somebody every week what blog means.
Oh, wow. So you're at home just blogging away.
I'm blogging away. I light it up every day. I'm on Facebook and, you know, and on my website as well. And
I understand you also work with Jimmy Carter.
Yes. I work for President Carter at the Carter Center.
Wow, you've met him a couple of times?
Oh, sure. I have to meet with him and
How is it
do my job.
meeting the president these days? A president like Jimmy Carter, does he still have Secret Service around?
He does. He still has Secret Service.
Well, he still needs security, all the stuff he says.
Right. That is true. Yeah, he still has Secret Service, and he's a very intelligent man. And ironically, you would assume because of, you know, his age and all those things. I mean, he's sharp. He's sharp. You better know what you're talking about, and if you don't say it.
He's been saying a lot of stuff lately.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a whole other show. But that's interesting. And are you from Atlanta?
I am originally born and raised in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yep.
You don't find too many Atlanta people from Atlanta.
I hear that all the time. Yep, I'm here. This is my home. I've been here all my life.
Wow, fantastic. The phone lines are open at 404-361-1570, or you can email your comment to theantoniosmithshow@yahoo.com. We have Courtney on line 2. Hi, Courtney. What's your question for us this morning? Okay. We're going to come back to that call. Maybe she was using Sprint. We have Jan on line 1. Hi. Are you there? Space. Okay, we're going to get that straight out on the phone lines. We're going to come back to you. So basically with this book, did you learn anything new when you wrote this book while writing it? Did you uncover any new trends or statistics?
Well, it's not that it was necessarily new. I think that overall, grouped together, this information is not something that a lot of us have access to in one particular book.
Just one book.
Just one book.
You just wanted to hit a home run.
I just wanted to hit a home run. You know, a lot of it is information that's freely available, but a lot of times it's not packaged in a way where a person just can sit down and consume it. My point of writing all this together is that a person can really think about their life overall, every area, finances, religion, relationships, family, all those things, and really kind of shape and reshape and remold their life. And I don't claim to know every single thing, but I think it's helpful to kind of put all this stuff together so that folks